With the patch 1.3 being in beta for a few weeks now and being in already 1.3.6 version, I decided to do a time-lapse. It's because the patch is obviously changing out of balance. It adds a new feature, like regional great powers, it adds content to Italy, but most importantly, for the purpose of the time-lapse, it changes the AI Conquest Desire and adds more traits for the AIs. I'll run 3 time-lapses, where the first one will be still on the patch 1.3.3 because I started doing it earlier last week. This one will be using a setting where the AI personalities will be random per ruler. Then I'll be having another time-lapse on 1.3.6 with also random per ruler, and finally we'll have a time-lapse with AI personalities set to historical. As in symbols, these are actually surprisingly good time-lapses, better than I expected, especially the Ottomans in Russia. In this random parallel time-lapse, we most importantly have too much of border, I would say. But the shiny parts, we've got Polish-Lithuania Commonwealth formed, we've got Ruthenia formed. I think this is the first time since Scandinavia being formed by an AI. Timor's is quite big. Persia is having really nice borders. We've got Ming, which is also rather rare to be seen. If we take a look at the ledger, highest income is actually by Risa, Mali Empire. This is one that is easy to be missed. They have 18 million people and 11,000 of the base tax and 300,000 standing army. And you've got also Persian Empire, Hoysala, Morocco, Egypt, and then nations like Castile, Khmer. Not many Europeans in the top. But if you look at the great powers on the other hand, Ashikaga, Ming, Mali, France, Castile, Two Sicilies, Persia, England, Egypt, Goryeo. This is a time-lapse from the historical setup. Also not bad. I think this is the best AI Ottomans that I've seen so far. Besides not beating the Mamluks, it's pretty much trying to redo the historical conquest. Maybe you should go a bit more into Hungary, even the steppes. They are even in Italy. That's great. We have really thick Georgia, Persian Empire front again. Muscovy actually going into Siberia. They couldn't colonize it because these are impassable terrains. Unfortunately, they're not colorized. So it was Russia colonizing Siberia. Too bad they did not finish off Novgorod, because they just did Novgorod to form Russia. Sweden also being close to form Scandinavia. Just look, they lacked 19 provinces. England lacking Kent to form Great Britain. Got Spain that actually formed. I don't want to look at this. And this is also a bit weird. Let's take a look at the cultures map mode. We've got Castilian, English, Gallo, Norwegian, Castilian, Neapolitan, some Italian colonization happening. On the ledger, Ottoman Empire, obviously the first great power, and there are many more Europeans in this case versus in the previous game. If you look at the incomes, also 30,000 income compared to that previous game on patch 1.3.3. This is just crazy how much of income the Ottomans and the others managed to get compared to that other game. Not so impressive in Europe, where Ruthenia is definitely impressive. The Ottomans are not bad. Could be better, but it's still expanding Ottomans. Jalari's not so far away from forming Persia. Really strong Dundari Empire. Suzu this time in China. We've got Sokoto that formed in Africa. And definitely the dominating Hungary. Castile lacking one location to form Spain. And also pretty good Great Britain. The great powers, Castile, Suzu, Hungary, Great Britain, Grio, Dundari. I thought that's Netherlands for a moment. And the others, and see the incomes, it's still nowhere close to that Ottoman Empire from the previous game. This is all for today. Make sure to check our cool team app store, strategymaps.co. With a code ULM, you can get 10% off for your favorite maps.